Hello, class of 2029. All of us at St. Francis High School want to welcome you to our community. And those of us in the Counseling and College Center are looking forward to working with you and your families over the next 4 years. Come with us as we walk you through everything you need to know to request your courses for the first year of high school. In this video, we'll be sharing an overview of freshman courses and show you a sample first year schedule. Then we'll show you what a typical weekly schedule looks like, and we'll discuss what a free block is and why we think it's important for freshmen to have a free block. Finally, we'll discuss all of your course options and show you how to request your courses in PowerSchool. Throughout this presentation, we will be referring to credits. A 10-credit course is a year-long course, and a student will take a year-long course during both semesters. A 5-credit course is a semester-long course, and a student will be scheduled into a semester-long course during either the fall semester or the spring semester. Most courses offered at St. Francis High School are 10-credit or year-long courses, but in this video, you'll see that there are some 5-credit courses that freshmen must take. Okay, let's jump in and get started. As freshmen, there are required courses that all of you will take. Every student takes English 9, a year-long course which is 10 credits. Theology, technically 2 semester-long courses, which means a total of 10 credits. Math, science, and modern and classical language, all year-long courses which are 10 credits each. And early world history and geography, a semester-long course which is 5 credits. This totals 55 credits. So then you'll be choosing 5 to 15 more credits from the following categories. Visual and Performing Arts, also referred to as VAPA, most of which are year-long 10-credit courses. Computer Programming with CSTEM, a year-long 10-credit course. Health or PE, semester-long courses, which are each 5 credits. Or other courses, which might be semester or year-long, and 5 to 10 credits depending on the course. Now let's look at the weekly schedule. St. Francis High School uses an 8-block schedule, A block through H block, and technically a student can take up to 8 year-long classes, or 80 credits. For freshmen though, we recommend no more than 70 credits, which ensures that all freshmen have a free block, which we will discuss further in a minute. As you can see from this weekly schedule, during most regular weeks of the year, each course or block meets 3 times during the week. On Monday, A, B, C, and D blocks meet for 90 minutes each. On Tuesday, E, F, G, and H blocks meet for 90 minutes each. Then Wednesday through Friday, each block will meet another 2 times for 55 minutes each time. You'll notice on Wednesday, or Schedule 3, and Friday, or Schedule 5, there's an activity block, either first thing in the morning or at 10 in the morning. Every Schedule 3 and Schedule 5 will include an activity in one of those time frames, but never both, meaning there would never be an 8 o'clock activity and a 10 o'clock activity on the same day. If the activity is scheduled for first thing in the morning, then it's typically a meeting that involves St. Francis High School faculty and staff, and that means students get to enjoy a late start, which means the first class of the day doesn't begin until 9:15. If that activity is scheduled for 10 o'clock, then it's typically an assembly, mass, or class meeting that all students are expected to attend. And the first block of the day starts at 8 a.m. Now let's look at a sample weekly schedule. For this student, in A block, she has in Semester 1, Introduction to Scripture, and Semester 2 is Christology. B block is English 9. C block is free. Free blocks cannot be chosen, and they may be during any block. D block is Algebra 1. E block is Biology. F block, in Semester 1, she has Health, and in Semester 2, she has Early World History and Geography. G block is Spanish 1, and then in H block, it might be a VAPA course, PE, Computer Science, or other course. Okay, now, what is a free block, and why would I want one? Well, we think it's important for all first-year students to have at least one free block. Free blocks help ensure balance in the weekly schedule. Students can use their free block to do homework or study, or they might make up a test during a free block, or they might have a meeting with their teacher, counselor, or peer tutor during a free block. But the most important thing about free blocks is that they help students build community, make friends, and have fun. Students can play ping pong, pool, or giant Connect Four in the Truby Rec Room, or they can just get some rest from their daily activities. And depending on when the free block lands during the school day, students might be allowed to come to school late or leave early, as we will see in the next slide. As you can see here, this is our sample student schedule with C as the free block. During a regular week, this student would have a 90-minute block free on a Monday right after lunch, She would have a 55-minute block free on Wednesdays after lunch, and she would be able to leave school at 2 o'clock on Thursdays after B block ends, since C block, which is her free block, falls at the end of the day. Moving on to freshman course options. As you saw earlier, when we showed you the freshman course overview, all students will be placed into these 6 courses: English 9, Introduction to Scripture Christology, Algebra 1, unless taking a challenge exam, Integrated Science, Biology or Honors Biology, Modern and Classical Language, and Early World History and Geography. Now, come with us as we take you through each subject area so you can better understand the options. For modern and classical languages, the options at St. Francis High School are French, Italian, and Spanish. Teachers representing each language will be available to meet with you at the freshman welcome night. If you're advanced in a language, you may have taken a challenge test and might be placed into a higher level of the language. The school registrar will be giving the information about your language placement so that you'll be able to choose your appropriate language level when requesting your courses. Now we'll go over all of our visual and performing arts choices. There are an incredible number of arts classes that you can choose from at St. Francis High School. The graduation requirement for visual and performing arts is 10 credits, but the vast majority of students take more than one VAPA class throughout their high school career. The visual arts option for freshmen is Introduction to Studio Art. This class is a year-long course designed to ignite your creativity, explore diverse artistic mediums, and develop fundamental skills in drawing, painting, photography, and sculpture. The performing arts options with no audition required are Theater Arts 1, Theater Tech and Design, and Concert Choir, all of which are 10-credit year-long courses. There's also Introduction to Show Choir, which is a 5-credit, one-semester class. This class meets in the fall semester only and is open to all students, no audition necessary. You'll sing and dance to musical theater and popular music, with one performance at the end of the semester. Students who take Intro to Show Choir will receive a 5-credit PE waiver. We'll talk more about this later, along with 5 credits in fine art. Note that since it is a 5-credit class, it won't fulfill your fine arts requirement. You'll still need one year-long VAPA course. There are several audition-based fine arts classes too. By now you would have auditioned for chamber singers or vocal solos if you're a singer. If you play any instrument, you can email Mr. Slaybaugh, his email address is on this slide, to be placed into percussion, concert band, or concert orchestra. And actually, if you want to learn to drum, there's no experience necessary for percussion. We also have an amazing dance program featuring SF Apprentice Dance Company, SF Dance Company, and Show Choir. And these classes also give a 5-credit PE waiver. If you're interested in these courses, you would have already auditioned for them. And if you're chosen for one of the audition-based VAPA courses, it will be available for you as a choice in PowerSchool when you register for your courses. Let's move on to talk about your physical education requirement. Sometime during your 4 years of high school, you'll need to take 15 credits of PE, and we have 4 ways that you can earn those credits. You can take an actual PE class, you can be on an SF sports team, you can earn an SF Fine Arts PE waiver, or you can earn a non-SF sport or dance PE waiver. Let's discuss all of those options. Students who want to fulfill their PE requirement by taking a PE class can choose between yoga, fusion fitness, dance grooves, and hula team, which requires an audition and is held after school. You can read about these in the course catalog or talk to someone from the PE department at Freshman Welcome Night on March 19th. Each PE class is 5 credits, or 1 semester. SF Athletics also earn 5 credits, PE credits, toward the graduation requirement, and it's a great way to get involved in the St. Francis community. Several sports are non-cut, which means you can try something new. Since being on an athletic team takes place outside of school hours, students can still choose 70 credits of classes and have a free block each semester. As you saw when we talked about our VAPA courses, there are 4 classes that earn fine arts credit, and students earn a 5-credit PE waiver, which goes toward the 15 credits of PE needed to graduate. The courses that earn the PE waiver are Intro to Show Choir, SF Apprentice Dance Company, and SF Dance Company. Now we're going to talk about something unique to St. Francis High School, the non-SF Sport or Dance PE waiver. This is a 5-credit PE waiver offered to students who participate in a competition and/or performance-based sport or dance team that is not offered at St. Francis High School. Examples are crew, equestrian, fencing, gymnastics, rugby, and there are lots more. The sport has to meet certain requirements, certain number of hours, competitions, etc., and the course has to verify the student's commitment as well as write a recommendation for the student. Students who are interested in this can complete a non-SF sport PE waiver at the beginning of the school year. The deadline for all sports except crew is August 22nd, and crew is due October 10th. In addition to your core classes, there are other interesting courses to explore. Students interested in any of these courses should read the full course descriptions in the course catalog, but let's take a quick look at them. Health is a graduation requirement, and we recommend that you complete it by the end of your sophomore year. Ethnic Studies explores race and ethnic identity and how it affects all Californians. Applied Academic Strategies offers students a small group working environment where they will receive frequent feedback and individualized support on workload management, executive functioning, and study skills. Ministry Leadership is a course for those who want to be part of celebrating the religious and spiritual experiences at St. Francis. Student Leadership has its own application process, and information can be found on the Class of 2029 webpage. Students cannot choose student leadership when requesting courses. If a student is chosen for student leadership, one of the counselors will reach out to her to ask if she wants to add the course to her course requests and ask about additional changes, like whether or not she wants to drop a course to make room for student leadership. Computer Programming with CSTEM is for those Trubies who want to learn more about technology and computer programming. And finally, Advanced Media Productions is a course where students learn the basics of graphic design and filmmaking. Students will also help produce social media and marketing materials for St. Francis High School and help Trubie TV with both behind the scenes and on-camera roles. Okay, that was a lot, but we don't want you to feel overwhelmed. Here are some steps you can take prior to requesting your courses in PowerSchool. First, print the Class of 2029 freshman worksheet so that you know your options. Then, we hope you'll read the course catalog and talk to department representatives and counselors at your freshman welcome night. Finally, complete the Class of 2029 freshman worksheet so that you can use it as a guide when you request your courses in PowerSchool. We're going to transition now to showing you how to request your courses in PowerSchool. But first, it's important for you to know that course requests are not first come, first served. You can submit your course requests at any time during the course registration window. And we hope that you will try to choose some courses in PowerSchool by March 19th. You don't have to submit, but we hope that you try to choose some so that if you experience any glitches, you can discuss them with a counselor at freshman welcome night. Okay, so PowerSchool is a platform that students and parents will use throughout the 4 years of high school. Not only will students request courses here each year, but both students and parents will also be able to see grades and attendance, report cards, and the current transcript. Every new freshman should have received an email with their SFHS Trubie Mail login and temporary password, which is Trubie 2029 with a capital T. Upon your first email login, you'll be prompted to change your password. Do this prior to logging into PowerSchool for the first time. Okay, let's switch over now and log into PowerSchool. And we will show you how to request your courses. This screen shows where parents and students log in. Parents will receive their login information in August. For now, students will click on Student Sign In and then choose Google or Continue with St. Francis Catholic High School. This is where you put your Trubie Mail, and then you're going to put your new password. There we go. Now we're in PowerSchool. You're going to choose class registration from the left-hand side. Class registration will be open from March 17th through March 21st, and you can add and or edit as much as you want until March 21st. And this window shows all the subjects from which you can choose. As you can see, theology, English, and early world history and geography are already populated and can't be changed because all students are required to take these courses. So we'll be focusing on the other subject areas. When you're ready to see course options, you're going to click on the pencil icon on the right-hand side, and the courses will be displayed in alphabetical order. Sometimes you'll find the course you want on the second or third page, so make sure you look at all the pages. For math, let's choose Algebra 1. But if you scroll down, you can see that if a student took the challenge test and was placed into geometry, it will be an option. but geometry or any higher math class won't be an option for students who didn't take the challenge test. For now, we're going to stick with Algebra 1. We click on OK. And there's Algebra 1 as our choice. For modern and classical language, maybe you decided to take Spanish 1. You'll see that Spanish 1 doesn't show up on the first page. So you have to go to the second page to find it. And there it is. Now we have Spanish 1. For science, your options are based on your HSPT test score. You can see here that honors biology might be an option for you, but biology and integrated science are also possibilities. We're going to pick biology. And click OK. Now that you've chosen those courses, we've met our 55 credits of required courses for freshman year. But let's look at the other courses. For visual and performing arts, you can see that there are a lot of choices. But for now, let's choose Introduction to Studio Art, which is a year-long 10-credit course. That is also on the second page. There it is. And we click OK. And there we have it. We have our visual and performing arts class. So that brings us to 65 credits. For now, let's submit the course requests. And now I can see exactly what I've requested, and it totals 65 credits. Once you've submitted, you can still make changes anytime up through March 21st. So let's say I want to get to 70 credits. I can go back in and edit my course requests by following the same steps. Click on class registration, and maybe I want to add health or a PE class or computer programming with CSTEM or one of the other course options. And just so you know, any sport that you play at St. Francis High School will show up on your schedule during the appropriate semester once rosters are finalized and verified, but you will not be choosing an SF athletics team during course registration. Okay, for now, let's pick ministry leadership. I'm going to find that under other courses. There it is. And I'm going to click OK. Let's submit again. And now you can see we have our 70 credits worth of courses. You might want to print this or take a screenshot, or you can simply log out. Okay, let's go back to our slideshow. And now we're going to move on and talk a little bit about counseling. The entire counseling department is here to help you throughout your high school career. Each freshman is assigned a class counselor who they'll work with for their 4 years at St. Francis. Counselors help with academics, course scheduling, and other areas where students might need support. In the fall, students will meet with counselors during small group meetings. And in the spring, freshmen will have a one-on-one meeting with their assigned counselor. Trubies also work with a college advisor during their junior and senior years. We also host fall and spring parent nights for all grade levels, where we share important information. And we also have a wellness counselor and a learning support specialist who will provide additional support. Okay, what's next? We hope that now you have all the information you need to consider your course requests for freshman year. Please consider reading the course catalog and talking to department representatives, as well as counselors at the freshman welcome night. The Class of 2029 webpage is also full of helpful information, and always feel free to email us at counseling@stfrancishs.org, and a counselor will be sure to get back to you. We can't wait to meet you and work with you over the next 4 years. Goodbye.